Hi guys, welcome to another video on my channel Football Canapes, and you must have seen the thumbnail. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about FC Barcelona and what's going on at the club. So before I begin, just wanted to tell you that when I started watching football, FC Barcelona had no shirt sponsors, sleeve sponsors wasn't a thing, and obviously Camp Nou was known as Camp Nou. But in the years that have gone by, Barcelona, they started for charity. They started, sponsoring, putting the name of UNICEF on their on the shirts to help children's education and all. And then they started with the Qatar Foundation, then they moved to Qatar Airways, which was more of a commercial thing. Then there was a time when they had a shirt sponsors behind the shirt. I don't know how it was beneficial to the company that was sponsoring them, but nevertheless it was still there. So that was the thing. But these days, because of the climate we are in last couple of years, Barcelona have been kind of playing with fire. The kind of money that they are spending, I mean, every club, football club, was affected by COVID. And Barcelona, the bigger the club, it felt like the bigger the club, the bigger the fall in revenues and bigger the hit they took. So, I mean, like for Barcelona, it was a tough time. Financially, they were impacted so much that they had to they didn't have the money to renew Lionel Messi's contract. It was a very expensive one. Even PSG are paying him a king's ransom to play for them. And Qatar is the host of the World Cup, and it will only increase their profile. But anyways, but Barcelona, so much financial trouble they are in, or they were in, that they were pulling levers left, right, and center. If they pulled any more levers, they would need to oil the levers so that they, you know, didn't get rusty. But I did a shot on how Barcelona was bringing in money. They were bringing in money. Uh, via financial levers. I did a YouTube short, and I have put that link in the description. You can look at that. They have now got sponsorship with Spotify. Camp Now will now be known as Camp Now or Spotify Camp Now or Camp Now Spotify, something like that. They have sold the rights to Barcelona Studios and Barcelona licensing and merchandising, as it's known. And they have brought in money via a sleeve sponsorship. I don't know exactly what the company is, but could be White Bit. That's the name I have heard. And who knows uh, they might be paying. It could be around 20 million, could be more, could be less. And yeah, so I mean, like, but even despite bringing in more than €1 billion, they are still in so much financial trouble that you know that they are they can't register players. I from the latest that I've read, they can't register Robert Lewandowski, Andreas Christensen, and Jules Kunde, who have been playing in preseason friendlies, but they haven't been able to register them. So I mean, like they are trying to push players out as well, with Frankie De Jong being the latest one. Given that they can't register players, I am a bit surprised that how are they getting linked with players that you know I mean that are going to demand an exorbitant transfer fee, as well as high wages. uh, I'm sure the Barcelona president Juan Laporta is positive that they will be able to register players like Gerard Piqué, Sergio Busquets, Ter Stegen, Marc-Andre Ter Stegen. They have agreed, salary cuts in their new renewed contracts, or at least have deferred their wages. That will help them a great deal. New players that have come in, like Robert Lewandowski and others, they are not on as high a wages as the other players. They have sold a few of their younger players as well. One of them, Nico Gonzalez, has gone out on loan. Another one, other players, Serginho Dest might move on. Sergi Roberto might move on as well. The good thing is with Barcelona that they they have an academy which is world renowned, which is like an epitome of how an academy should be. They've produced players like Pedri, Gavi, Xavi, and Iniesta in the past. Pedri and Gavi right now. That is, but there is a risk. I'm like they. One thing I forgot to mention, they have also sold the TV rights as well. They are demanding, you know, they're demanding money from UEFA for future years. Who knows? I mean, like it's very likely that they will qualify for Champions Leagues in the coming years, but nothing is written in stone, So I mean, like the deal that they did for Rafinha is like very convoluted deal to say. No money has been paid so far, or very little has been paid so far. They will have to pay, so they may as well ensure that they are successful on the pitch, so that money flows off the pitch into the state, into the team. They've done everything. Every lever that they've pulled is via, I mean, like it's a club owned by the people of Catalonia. They can't do that, so the people have given their approval to bring in money. And but this is a big risk. What if success on the pitch is not there? Then what do you do? What do you do? You know, what do you do? Because there's no guarantee. You can bring in all the good players. Bernardo Silva has been linked. I'm sure I read some other name that has been linked as well, and so it's a big risk. And yes, Juan Laporta said last year that not last year, like in the last season, earlier this year, that they were clinically dead. Now they are in ICU, and now Barcelona, being the patient here, the proverbial patient, needs to come out into general ward. Are they in general ward? I don't know. When will they walk out of the hospital? I don't know. So the thing is, they're taking a risk that success will come. What they are doing to their players, like last yesterday even, there was a report in the Athletic that the deal Frankie De Jong signed when he deferred his wages with the previous management, when Jose Bartomeu was the president, that it was bordering on the criminal, or was criminal, and they could take legal actions, and they want to revert back to old deal. So I don't know what to say. And like, would I, as a player, want to go there? Yes, the club has a tremendous legacy. One of the successful clubs in Europe, one of the best known brands in Europe. So, I mean, like, it's 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 a risk. It's a risk, and yes, they have thought out of the box, brought in money to satisfy the La Liga rules that they have, and I've no doubt that the players that they have brought in good players. Five this summer. They also want Marcus Alonso from Chelsea, and I just don't know how will they register the players. Yes, coming back to those players, Rafinha, Christensen, Robert Lewandowski, Jules Koundé, and one more player they have brought in. The name escapes me, and I don't know how. I'm like they are taking in. more financial, debt on their hands. How are they going to pay these players? And then, it's just that, it's a risk, as I said in my caption of the thumbnail, that they will have to make sure that they, you know are successful on the pitch. That ways money keeps coming in. There's a nice turnover. uh, if they can sell players for profit, nothing like it. So, and like, on one hand you could say it's genius by Barcelona, on the other hand you could say they are gambling with club's future. Where do you stand? I don't know. That's why I'm like, I don't know whether this is genius or stupidity on Barcelona's from Barcelona. They have brought in money, but it's a risk. They are gambling with club's future. Whether Frankie De Jong stays or goes remains to be seen. The La Liga season begins this weekend. Barcelona's match is on Saturday night IST. No, not Saturday. I mean Sunday morning IST, or Saturday night IST. They take on Rayo Vallecano. Vallecano at home at Spotify New Camp, and they'd be hoping to get off to a winning start and register all their players in that time. So all the best to them. Hope they do well this season, even in the Champions League, where they were knocked out in the group stages, where the group was pretty weak with Dynamo Kiev, Bayern Munich, and Sporting Lisbon. So we expected them to, progress, but they didn't. I hope they do well at in Copa del Rey and other competitions as well. But coming back to main point, I do think that they are, you know, gambling a bit too much. Or let's see what happens in future. Anyways, that's it from my side. Just wanted to say that Barcelona, yes, it's a bit of a genius from their part. They have brought in more than a billion euros to, fend off some of the financial troubles that they have coming their ways. But remains to be seen. They're still not out of the woods, and let's see what happens in the future. As a Barcelona admirer, I wish them all the best. I do hope they give Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid a run for their money in the La Liga title chase. But let's see what happens. Anyways, thank you. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in my next video. Till then, take care. Stay safe.